Hello, kids. It's Jack Trash
And Chris McLernon.
for another episode of Plus One, a rock and roll podcast. Today, we have a plus one, which is on my left. Or maybe you're right if you're looking at the screen. I don't know. As Chris today does his very own Annie Agar.
That's right.
Nobody's
That's
going
right.
to get that reference, but that's okay. That one's for us.
Instead of NFL meeting, it'll be band meeting.
Right. Exactly. Perfect. So the reason that we're doing this is that you're one of your bands, you have many, but one of them is going to do a few shows.
Yep. And a cruise.
And a cruise. This is new. The cruise part is new.
It is.
So which cruise are you playing?
It wasn't new. We had to keep our mouth shut about it, but it is new.
All right. So first of all, which band is it?
Saigon Kick.
All right, very nice. And which cruise is it that you're playing?
Monsters of Rock, leaving out of Miami and going two places. One of them got switched, so I don't know where it is, but it's a 3-pointer.
All right.
Miami, and then 2 stops, then back.
Now from what I'm hearing is that this cruise is getting a new name called the yes, it's getting the Jeff Scott Soto Cruise featuring other bands.
Yeah, no shit. Artist, worker, man in showbiz, Jeff Scott Soto.
Without a doubt, he has been. I interviewed him probably 15 years ago, and I asked him how many bands he's been in or sung with, and the list then was well over 80.
I can believe it.
And it's been 15 years since then, and I think all of those bands are playing on this cruise.
He's playing like 6 gigs, which is hilarious because for the first time I'm playing 1. That's it. Usually, like I had one where I had Cold Gin, Cold Sweat. I was playing with Jason, and I had 2 Saigon Kick shows. So this one, we were one of the surprise bands, apparently.
Right.
Not a surprise anymore.
No.
And so we're playing Tuesday in the Atrium. So big rock show.
All right. Is the Atrium like? Has it got trees on the boat, or I don't know what the?
I don't know. Good question. Maybe got maybe it has kind of Titanic staircase. I hope.
Let's not mention Titanic when you're going on a boat.
Without the bad ending. You know what? If there are icebergs down there, I'll be amazed.
Yeah, true. I think you'll be okay with that. So, and then after the cruise is over, then you've got the rest of the FLA World Tour.
They were playing Boca Raton, the Funky Biscuit,
right?
And we're playing in Clearwater, the Ruth something Hall.
They'll make the Capitol Theater.
Capitol Theater. Okay.
Yes. The somebody Bill Heimer's Capitol Theater.
Yes, Bill Heimer. Yes.
Right. Which is a fun place to play.
It looks cool as hell.
Yeah, it is.
I'm partial to theaters, so I like theaters a lot.
Yeah, and I will be joining you at that show.
You will?
Yes, I got a +1 for that one. Didn't get one for the cruise, but that's okay.
It's a lot harder to get that one.
Yeah,
I'm surprised I got mine.
Right. So, how these shows just kind of sprung up out of nowhere. So, how did this all happen? Because it's not like Saigon Kick is on the road a lot.
No. It came up, the gigs came up because it came up in 2 halves. One was the gigs and then the cruise. Okay. So the gigs were basically they had played Prague Fest in Atlanta with Steve on bass, Steve Gibb, who was the lineup will be Phil Verone, Jason Beeler, Jeff Scott Soto, myself, and Steve Gibb, moving from kind of stage left to stage right. And we got approached to do those gigs first, and Phil and Jason both said to me, "Hey, do you feel like playing?" You know, because Jason had seen me at least get through with Cold Sweat set at Monsters on the Mountain, so he knew I could play.
Right.
It was just he and Phil just said basically, "It's up to you. Do you want to do it?" So I said, "Well, let me give it a shot. What songs do you want to play?" You know, I don't want to agree to something and go, "Oh God, I can't." Now the backup is Gibb has played bass for the last couple of gigs. So if my arm fell off, Steve could at least jump in and play the shows.
Right.
So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried that, and then I was like, yeah, it sounds pretty good, because Saigon Kick and Cold Sweat have very different bass approaches.
Yeah.
It's funny. Saigon Kick is very bass driven, but they're very not simple lines, very they're not very ornate on purpose, because the emphasis is the song, whereas Cold Sweat's a riff fest.
Right.
Like Four on the Floor is just nonstop.
Right.
Whereas Down by the Ocean is kind of just pounded into your head, emphasis on the song.
Right.
As opposed to riffs. So I gave it a shot, and I was like, well, you know what, this could work. I don't know about the singing, but I don't have to worry about that because I got Jeff and Jason.
Right.
Hot dog.
Right on.
So I don't have to do anything that made me walk up and go, look around, all around. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night. I can walk, or if you've got something else, like we're not playing, but Ugly was like that. Just yell Ugly, or what do? Just yell it.
Right.
So that's if I have to. I'm going to try and see what I can do, but I'm not going to push it and pop my head off.
Right. Don't do that.
No. And then the cruise came out because I got a call from Larry Moran, who runs the cruises and the mountain. I was on the mountain, or the Mountain Music Festival, I think it's called that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden my phone rang on a Sunday evening. I was like, okay, this has got to be Larry asking me because he must have gotten word somehow that the guys were asking if I could do it.
Right.
So I picked up the phone. He's like, hey man, you want to go? I was like, sure.
Yeah.
So they're here. So here I am. And Larry, I've known Larry 33 years.
Okay.
No, 36.
Okay.
Larry was there with the big famous George Lynch story, where George took Oni. Larry was right there threatening to go to All Chicago Way on George Lynch. So I've known Larry a while.
Yes.
But so when he said, you want to do it, I hear it's you're thinking about it. I said, well, yes. And apparently he was texting both Soto and Beeler during the call.
Oh.
Like giving them updates, and said, okay, he's in. The other two were like, woohoo.
All right.
So I thought, okay, I'm in. I mean, I'm definitely, to me, I have a certain standard of how I play and what I want to hear out of myself.
Right.
That even arthritis, never mind anything else I've been dealing with, but arthritis is, I'm one of the guys that's hit this age and had that problem, where it's like Jason is as fluid as when I met him in 1992.
Right.
No. Ferone, though, will complain about wrist pain and thumb pain, but he hits things with sticks.
Yes.
I don't have to do that. I just have to go thump, thump, thump. So
right.
I could see how Phil might have a complaint as well, but he doesn't. And if he does complain, it's funny. So it'll be entertaining and creative. So that's how we got thrown together. And then it was a matter of, okay, well, what songs are we going to do? Because Jeff, who has been wanting to play with the band for a long time, has his favorites.
Gotcha.
That he wants to do. And to my point as well, I know the catalog, so that's lucky.
Right.
And so he said, but then he said, but I have like 4 other bands on the cruise that I should memorize songs for. I'm thinking to myself, why ask why? Why make it so hard on yourself? But if you can, do it. What's the expression? Make hay while the sun shines.
Right. Exactly.
So that's basically the long-winded story of how this whole silliness started. And I'm looking forward to it like nobody's business, because I got the biggest compliment. One of the biggest compliments the band ever got was from an old sound guy of ours named Andy Williamson, Scottish guy.
Right.
And he went out after he worked with us. He worked with Sex Pistols. So he said Saigon Kick was funnier than the Sex Pistols.
Wow.
High praise.
Very high praise.
Yep. Because the Sex Pistols are fucking funny.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know about now, but yes.
Yeah, well, there's strangely enough, the four of them are still here.
Well, yeah, I know that, but one of
isn't that amazing when you think about it? That the Sex Pistols only lost one guy.
I know, and he wasn't even an original Sex Pistol.
No, they have the original back.
Right, except for the singer, who's not doing it because that would be very unsex pistolish for him to actually be the singer of the Sex Pistols.
Yes, very, very true, very true.
Yes. Yes. All right. So you booked the gigs, but and this was all this, like the two landlocked gigs. That was how long ago when they were booked? Because it wasn't that long ago.
No, it was around the beginning of the year.
Right. So for this to all make sense, you have to sell T-shirts.
Yes.
Right. So when did the T-shirts? Are these new designs, or
yes.
These are new designs? So when did that all come about?
Well, we have someone who does a lot of the artwork for the band, but also he's done for me, named Robert Merrick, and he came up with what I call the Ramon skateboard design.
Right.
Which has all our names like the Ramones,
mm-hmm.
and then the skull and the knife. Very metal.
Yes.
Very, very Saigon Kick, but it works.
Right.
So we had to start getting on those. But there's also hopefully other opportunities to get stuff out there as well as far as merch goes. But the shirts have been ordered. There's always going to be ones on the boat. And then there's the ones that will be available in Clearwater and Boca. And also there's a meet and greet in both cities. So nice. There's still some, you can meet and greet Saigon Kick.
Wow, I hope to be able to do that.
So, but tickets there's still some available as of April 2nd. So we're looking at about 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that, because I like meeting people and talking to them. I mean, I've really simplified my rig. So it's not like and which was always very simple anyway, because that's usually what meet and greets are about, is the geeks.
Right.
And I include myself in that bunch.
Sure.
I want to talk about the equipment.
Right.
So this time, Gib, Beeler, and myself all have the same Neural DSP quad cores. So there sounds like a lot of interesting tech talk, but they're amp modelers and they're just crazy adaptive and crazy with the possibilities. So a lot because the other two have been fucking with them for 2 years, but for me, I just got mine. They're like, and it's like catching up with someone who's doing a marathon. It's like, wait. Like, hurry up. So
right. Okay.
So those will be fun though.
Cool.
They're always fun.
Very good. The other thing.
One more thing.
Yeah.
And at the merch table, there will be a placard, for lack of a better word, 8x10, and we'll have a QR code where you can donate to the Michael J. Fox Foundation. It'll take you right there.
Right.
So please use it early and often.
Yes. And that comes along with the next thing that I was going to ask you about, which is, have you gotten your shipment in of my new golf ball markers?
No. Yes, I have.
Good.
Yes, I have. And they're the orange text time, so it's hard to miss.
Right.
But yeah, they'll be there.
Good. Awesome.
Got a whole bag.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
And I'll make sure, I put X amount aside for you too.
Good. So. Awesome. Good. Thank you. And these, and what we're talking about is actually your picks.
Right.
And they've also got that QR code on it.
They do.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I've thought about doing something like that for a while, but I just didn't want to do it just to have them.
Right.
And I figured, what good are they unless I can hand them out?
Right.
So, and the folks at Michael J. Fox were so helpful on getting it done and going to the right website and having everything look cool. Because with QR codes, as you know, they're typically in black and white.
Right.
So I said, can we make it orange? Will it work? And I said, yeah, sure. And I said, okay, also in the middle, can we put the fox, from the organization, the logo in there? Because now I've seen things where people put like anything in the middle because
Right.
it clearly doesn't get read, I don't think.
Right.
So I had them put the Michael J. Fox in the middle. It
Nice.
looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to marking my ball with it on the greens.
I look forward to seeing that.
so there we go. Also, for the show in Clearwater,
Yes.
for all the super fans of Plus One, a rock and roll podcast.
That's right.
If you happen to be at that show, you're going to see how long we've been doing this thing for a couple of years now.
Yep.
You're going to see the actual first time ever in person meeting of Jack Trash and Chris McLernon.
That's right. We will. Actually, we will too.
I know.
And so it's like this is the Zoom stab at greatness in person.
Yes. So make sure your phones are charged.
You don't want to miss this moment. Yeah.
You don't.
Right. Could be brief. Could be like, woo.
Yeah, exactly.
And before you know it, we're back online and just had a screen in front of your face again.
Right. So yeah, that's of course the part that I'm looking forward to the most. Having never been in the same room with you, but I've been in the same room with you, but we didn't know each other.
That's right. We didn't know it. That's right. Yeah. And speaking of which, being in the same room with people, I will be on the cruise in the same room with Lita Ford.
Since the last time she stroked your hair.
That's right.
Yes.
And for those of you wondering what the hell we're talking about, Lita Ford Band was my very first real life professional audition.
Right.
Brought to you by the Ezrin family.
Nice.
So Jennifer Ezrin was working in the mall where I work, Sherman Oaks Galleria, at Licorice Pizza / Sam Goody.
There you go.
With Mike Damone and the 5-Point Plan with Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie, kiss me. You won't regret it.
Nice.
So Jennifer Ezrin is Bob's stepdaughter.
Right.
And we were talking one day just about Kiss and Pink Floyd. A friend of mine, Gary Usher, whose father also has a pedigree a mile long with Beach Boys, Jan Dean.
Right.
Also. So Jennifer heard us and she goes, "Oh, I remember that stuff. We did that whatever with my stepdad." And she had never, because it's LA, she had never told me her last name was just Jennifer.
Right.
And it said her name tag too. It didn't say Jennifer Ezrin.
Right.
So I said, "Well, why? Who's your stepdad?" She goes, Bob Ezrin. And Gary and I were like, "Oh!" So we think that's her and her brother David at the beginning of God of Thunder.
Ah.
She couldn't remember. And I'm like, "Why not?" And I'm like, "Because you were 3.
True.
My heinous eye for detail demanded more.
Right.
So her brother David was playing keys for Lita. So she goes, "Do you have a picture and a tape?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Don't worry about it. I'll just tell David." I'm thinking to myself, "Holy moly, I just got in."
Right.
So yeah, I went over and auditioned for Lita. I had to learn a couple songs, which is easy because she had hits, you know. And it was like learning some LA band songs that were no hits.
Right.
So the first time Lita and I will have been in the same room since then.
Wow. I hope that you get
and I'm going to tell her.
I hope you get the chance to do that.
Good again. And then Steve Harris is on there too. So I might get another picture with Steve just because it's Steve Harris.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. They have a movie coming to the big screen.
Burning Ambition.
Yes.
A lot of people, because they know I'm a fan of the really old Maiden stuff, like, "What is that?" I said, "It's a song." I've never heard of it because it was an early song.
Yes.
They only did two records with Diano and like 2 or 3 EPs, and it's on an EP.
Right.
Good song too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because Maiden has always been very honest about what happened.
Right.
They don't sugarcoat anything. They'll just wander right into it.
Right, exactly. And if you, depending on how early you're getting to Miami before you go on the cruise, or if you have the time after, you could always go to Nico McBrain's restaurant,
That's right.
which is right
I've
there.
heard Nico might be at the casino gigs, which is like the sell-off show, which is what Cold Sweat did the first time.
Nice.
Have you been to Nico's place?
I have not. No.
It's fun. Food's good pub fare, and
Yeah.
a lot of fun little maiden artifacts.
Right.
It's like a strip mall in Boca, so
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I'll be surprised because I think Phil knows Nico, so I'll be surprised if we don't see him.
Good. Good. Good.
And if we do, I'm getting that hero shot too.
Right. For sure.
I mean, I have 2/5 of Iron Maiden.
Yes.
I'd like that.
Yes. Very much so. Very much so. Well, good luck on all of this.
Thank you, sir.
Make it to Clearwater.
Yes, that's my plan.
And don't forget the little guy.
No. So, but yeah, it's funny because my self-quality control is so high, right?
Right.
I expect a lot of myself anyway, never mind, with some of the things I've been saddled with the past year. By the way, yesterday was my first anniversary of going into radiation treatment. So glad. So, hey, I'm still here after a year.
Yeah, you are.
Yep. But I have a really high quality control level that I try to hit. And some, like I said, with the arthritic stuff just won't be there. So I've had to rewrite some riffs, which some people will notice and some people won't. I'm kind of tipping my hat because I think Phil has said, look, man, if you don't tell anyone, no one will know.
Right.
It's like, what do you mean? He goes, they're not listening for it. It's like, hey, what are you saying?
They would know if the bass wasn't there.
Right. Alex Van Halen likes to say you shouldn't notice the bass player unless he fucks it up.
Right. Yeah.
I disagree, but
yeah.
You can tell when the guy does make a mistake. But
yeah.
I don't plan on that. I just plan on, like I said, having a couple of things that, you know what, maybe I'll kind of switch things around or simplify. Instead of 2, I hit 4. Instead of 4, I hit 1.
Right.
We'll see.
Good.
But I mean, I've been playing every day, and wearing the bass. So I'm used to standing up and playing because that's 2 different animals.
Yeah.
As you might imagine.
Yeah, I remember Edward saying when they would play the gigs after they've recorded the record, they would play the little club gigs just to get warmed up, and him saying, all right, I know this goes like this, but how do I stand and sing at the same time?
Yeah, singing is a hoot, man.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not bummed out that I don't have to try and sing and play Susie or Down by the Ocean, because they're really odd. There's a very simple riffs with very odd against the guitar, or the bass guitar. And I remember having trouble with Susie because it's you got down, and then you got to sing all without Susie, and they don't match at all. There's no real downbeat you can hit it on. And Bill was like, because his quality control is high as well. He's like, hey, man, you seem to be struggling with that. I was like, yeah, well, you don't. And he goes, yeah, I know. So I said, okay, let's play it. And we start playing it. He turns his guitar off for the whole verse. I'm like, see, I'm the only one playing. You're not playing anything. That's why your part's easy.
Right.
And you wrote this, so you should know better.
Right. For sure.
But, yeah. But Russian Girls like this too, and Eden was like that. We used to have Pete sing the other part, and then I would come in on the choruses because the timing was so off kilter versus just slamming into the vocal melody on just a hair too early, hair too late. So, and my goal is, and where is it? I have one of these. It's a little blindfold. So I've been playing with the blindfold on.
Oh.
Just to be a show off.
Right.
But there's something I have to look. like there's the chorus on Russian Girl. It goes up the neck, and I gotta all of a sudden pay attention.
I wonder. It would be kind of cool if you could do, one of the songs with that on.
You're right. I could.
That'd be kind of fun. Don't do that. Don't fall off the stage.
No. That's one of the things I always make sure of. Is there white tape at the edge of the stage and at the stairs? Because now, that's one of the things with Parkinson's is I could be susceptible to falls. I'm not so yet.
Right.
But for me, A, I work to try and not have that happen. But B, I've only had it for 5 years. I've heard that it's a problem like more like 10, 12 years into it.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
But yeah, I don't need to fall. You're right.
No, we don't want that.
No. And when Cold Sweat played the Mountain last time, I went running out full speed. I thought it was the old days. Like, woohoo! And I ran out and got all the way to the front of the stage and realized I gotta slow down.
Right.
So, but yeah, so I was safe. I managed. But I'm really looking forward to these gigs because Saigon Kick, and I think I've said it before on the big show, I only wanted to be in 2 bands, Skid Row and Saigon Kick, in 1992.
Right.
And Rachel Bolan was not giving up his seat as the bass player in Skid Row, that bastard.
Still hasn't.
Right, exactly. So he knows I'm coming for him.
Right.
But yeah. So I wanted to be, so I got to be in my favorite band. I mean, there's only a couple of times you hear that story. Tim Owens is one.
Right.
For sure. He would be the most high profile. But I love the fact that I can get out and play with the guys again, because as my life has shown, but everybody's life is like this, you have no idea what's going to happen. So just do what you want, do what you love, and do it with people you love doing it with.
Right. Exactly. That's what a fantastic way to end the big show. Words to live by.
I'd like to say I thought of it off the cuff, but I did. So there.
There you go. Perfect. Even better. Even better. All right. So if you can make it to any of the Saigon Kick shows, do so.
Please.
If you make it to the show in Clearwater, come up and say hello, please. I mean, you can say hello to Chris on the other ones too. But I'll be there at the Clearwater show, so you can come up and say hello to me.
And you'll be a lot more accessible. I'll be busy working for a while.
Yeah, you'll be working. But there'll be points, hopefully.
Yes. Have you been to the venue?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Cool. Because the last time I played Tampa was the Lightning Arena, and then the other one was we always used to play down at Janice Landing.
Yep.
At a place, was it called? I forget what it was called. Killer though, I loved it.
The outdoor place.
What?
Was it outdoors?
One
Janice
of them
Landing was outdoors.
Yes.
It is outdoors.
Yeah. So yeah, I love playing Tampa Clearwater, and it's like the band's second home to me.
Right.
And what's fun about this gig, I'll let the kids in on a secret, is that sometimes when bands get to our history level, like you've been around 30 years, bands will just phone it in, right?
Right.
Here's what I've noticed with this set of gigs, which I didn't notice the last time. Messrs. Beeler and Verone are really, really into it. They really want to go in. They really want to play well. They're fucking like, I haven't seen Jason this fired up since 1993.
Oh wow, cool.
And it's like the boy can't play. So I think I don't know. Maybe we'll know better afterwards after we've done it. Kind of the mantle is off and we can think about it. But it really feels like the band wants to go out and just shred and do really, really well. So that's where my high level of quality control is kind of going, well, but then I just say to myself, could be worse. That's why I can definitely say this. If I had not gotten the DBS, I wouldn't be doing this stuff.
Right.
No way.
Right. For sure. Make sure to snap that picture with the QR code and donate if you can.
Please.
All good stuff there. All right. Well, the next time that we speak will probably be after the big shows.
Yep. Yes.
So, well, we'll speak during the show, but not on this.
That's true.
All right. Until next time, I'm Jack Trash,
And I'm Chris McLernon.
and live your life to 10+1.
And we shall see you at Will Call for real this time.
Yes.